Hello everyone! In this video, we are going to review another practical example using Revit Copilot, which is developed by BIM Logiq. First of all, we want to identify the doors from a specific family in this view. Then color them red if they are right-handed, and blue if they are left-handed. So, I will write the steps required for Copilot in the chat. Then, I click on the Send button. I wait a little for Copilot to interpret my prompt and display its interpretation. As you can see, Copilot correctly interpreted my prompt. It correctly recognized the family name and the fill pattern ID, as I mentioned. It is very important to mention anything that already exists in the project, such as families, views, sheets, parameters, and other elements that you want to use in the prompt, so that they can be applied to your project without any errors. As you can see, the doors have been correctly colored. Right-handed doors are red, and left-handed doors are blue. This coloring was applied only to doors from the door passage single flush family. Other doors from different families have not been colored. Now, let's go a step further and ask Copilot to define a parameter for the door category in our project, so that in the future we can apply the door orientation, right or left, to these parameters. I click on the Send button and wait for Copilot to interpret my prompt. As we can see, Copilot correctly interpreted my prompt, and I wait a little for the changes to be applied to my project. By selecting the doors, we see that a new parameter named Hand Orientation has been created and applied to the door category. Now, I can take it a step further and ask Copilot to assign the right or left-handing information of the doors to this parameter. So, I write it in the chat. As we can see, the new parameter has been added to my parameter list, and I can now mention it. I click on the Send button. Again, I read Copilot's interpretation of my prompt, and I see that it correctly interpreted what I wanted. As we can see, by selecting the doors, in the Hand Orientation parameter, the handing direction is correctly defined. Now, let's go a step further and ask Copilot to export the elements we modified in this project as an Excel file. As we can see, the export was successfully completed, and our Excel file has been generated. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.